Here's the story of Archie Archibald, a real MyPlayer 2K story. That 2K has been lacking since 2016 when Spike Lee did it. This is my story.
The players are here. Hey, welcome everyone to Blacktop.
So it's just another typical day. I was hanging out with my friend Johnny Davis. We were just playing pickup at the park. We were just playing one-on-one. That's all we had to do. Just have some fun, you know? How about I pick the right side first? There we go. I'm on defense. Alright. My friend Johnny Davis. He's pretty nice at the game. Right? I'm trying to remix him. And try to show him who's boss. I mean, I'm like 10 times bigger than him, so it's nothing to just go to the hook on him. But Johnny's a pretty good player. So he's went collegiate, he's went all collegiate, he's went high school state, and you know, he's just always had the chances that I never had. Right now, he's on the Washington Wizards, and he's pretty good. I think he's a backup or third string, but I mean, just to be that, you have to be extremely good. And I always thought I was good enough, but never had a good chance of making it anywhere. Didn't go to any prominent schools. Didn't go into, didn't have any chances at colleges, you know. But I was definitely dedicated to basketball. I came up military brat. Traveled a lot because my dad was a Marine. Spent a lot of time on the island of Guam, where my mom is from. Anyway, I just always played a lot ever since I was little. I was a teenager, little, all these different bases. I would play against grown men. That's who would be at the gym. My dad would work out, and I'd be in the basketball court, trying to get on the floor when they needed somebody. And I just learned how to play against grown men. These cats were Marines in the Navy, Army, and Air Force, and it was really good runs. I learned a lot. That's how I'd say I got good at an early age. For me, moving around a lot, I didn't get to play high school until my senior year, and that's when I was really trying to go hard and try to get into a college program. It just didn't work out, so I chose the military. I chose to take the military route. See where that would take me. I played in a bunch of intramural leagues. Played in some military tournaments and some work tournaments and some work leagues. Nothing ever panned out. You know, I'm in the Air Force, and you know, when you're in the military, those days of going to the league are few, far between, or non-existent at best. You got a better chance to hit the lottery, right? So one day, I'm already out in the Air Force, and I'm just hanging out, and get a call from my boy Johnny Davis. He made it the collegiate way, like I was saying, and he made it all the way to the Wizards. And I was stationed in DC at the time, so I got out there and started working with the government. One more boy hit me up. We started going to the parks, and we started playing one-on-one. For some reason, there was a crowd out here, and I think it was because they knew Johnny from being on the Wizards, so that I you know, he's not like a star player or anything, but I think they thought because he was out here, someone saw it, went viral. You know, they put it on social media. Everyone started coming out to the park in DC that we were at, and I guess it just went viral, and I guess they expected other people to show up, but nobody showed up. Right? It was just me and him, and we were just playing one-on-one. And other people were trying to play, but we're like, nah, you can play the other side. Just shoot around, man. And Johnny doesn't, you know, he doesn't want to play against too many randoms, right? I'm his friend, so we were going at it. So we just kept playing one-on-one. And we'd always go back and forth. I wouldn't say like I always beat him or he always beat me. It was always a good matchup. And I always tried to take advantage of my height against him, but he knew how to get by me real quick because he would use that height against me with his speed. It's like that right there with that little layup. I could have blocked it, but I was so distracted by, you know, which way he was going to go. But we were just shooting around. We were just playing, and we were just seeing what, just having fun. And we were supposed to have some other friends come out, but they never came. So anyway, me and him were playing one-on-one. Johnny dunks it. The crowd goes crazy. They're like, "Oh man, this guy's good." But they're like, "Who is the tall guy?" I just kept draining shots. Even when my shot was green, it was still going in. And I was leading, right, in this game. And this probably was our second game, third game. And I think I won all three. But Johnny was still doing his thing. I tried to use my height as much as I can, especially when he tried to go into the basket. Oh man, I missed that. But here we are. I'm just playing around. Us being out here went viral, and a bunch of people just started watching. So I just started going to work, and Johnny was taking it easy on me. I could tell he wasn't going full force. But rightly so. You don't want to go full force when you're in the league and you're playing pickup. Especially when it's just one-on-one. You're just kind of shooting around and just practicing your shot. That's all we always usually do anyway. So I was winning, and then people were making a big deal about it on social media. He was this no-name guy. I mean, super tall, and he's just going to work on this Wizards player, right? And Johnny isn't well known, but they know at least he's on the team. So it was getting some traction. I was like, what are people thinking? I'm just his buddy. It's nothing to brag about. I mean, he's not even going full force, but they didn't know that, right? Anything can be, the narrative can be set, or anything can be drawn up by anybody on the internet, and by a bunch of people talking about it, and a bunch of streamers saying, "Who's this guy? Who's this tall guy? He's not on any squad," right? I was wearing Lakers gear, but it was only because it was my favorite team. It's not like I played for the Lakers, but they were wondering if I played for the Lakers. They're looking me up, trying to look up my face and. On any team, right? I'm just saying, I was in the military, and I work for the government now, and my hoop dreams were over. But just playing with Johnny, it just sparked some kind of viral moment, and Johnny started taking it seriously, so he started going at me, and I was just like, "Oh man, what are you doing?" Don't feed into the crowd. We're just shooting around here, man. So I could tell he's getting serious, because I don't think he wanted to lose. He looked bad on social media, right? And who wants to look bad on social media? Even though they didn't know me, so I didn't care. But I started going back at Johnny, and just shooting and making shots over him because he was shorter than me. So I was just taking advantage of that. And Johnny, I mean, I don't know. You can watch the rest, but we go to games of 21, and Johnny was trying to just win the rest of the time, and it was close, but I was just up so high. I just kept scoring, and
a couple more buckets, and we can all go home.
I was just scoring on him, and I just kept going up and up, and I didn't stop. But Johnny was getting mad, and I was like, "Johnny, man, don't get mad at me, man. I'm just balling, man. We're just playing here."
I'm gonna shut up and let the shot clock do its job.
So it's 17-8, and Johnny's still trying to get to 21, really hard. He's pushing hard. I could tell the way he was coming at me to the rack. He really wanted to score easily, but all I had to do was time his shot right, and I was just blocking everything.
Yeah. The next one will go in.
All right, so get out.
Heard that before.
I'm doing little baby layups around the rim because he can't stop me because of my height. He just kept trying to drive in. I was like, "Johnny, man, I don't know what you're doing. You better start shooting from the outside, because I'm torching you, man." Right? And the score was 8-20, and people start going crazy. So they start coming on the court, and they're like, "Yo, what is going on? Who is this guy beating this Washington Wizards player?" And Johnny was getting furious, man. He was trying to come at me hard. I was like, "Johnny, man, you gotta stop, man. It's too easy to block your shot in the middle. Don't come to the back. Try to shoot." He wasn't listening, so hey, I had to stay on him. I wasn't about to lose, so he scored there, 9-20. But this is game point right here. And I was gonna pretend like I was gonna drive, but I was like, "Nah, I'm pulling." Oh, I didn't make it. here comes Johnny. Johnny's trying to get back in the lead, and he refuses. He refuses to shoot a J. So I pull it back out and shoot, and I win. And everyone comes on the court like, "Yo, what's up? This is dope. You beat a Washington Wizards player." I was like, "Nah, it's just my boy, man. It's nothing. We just had games. You should have seen the other games before. He's not serious, right?" But Johnny was getting mad, and Johnny was wondering like, what is going on? And look at Johnny, had 11 rebounds, 9 points. He was 9 for 34 though, because I just kept blocking him. And I had 22 and 19, 10 blocks, 4 for 8 from three, and 18 for 27. So people were really starting to look at like what we were doing. People were putting highlights on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. It was getting crazy. People were like, "Yo, who is this dude? Who is this dude? What's going on?" Right? So I mean, I was just hitting up Johnny. I was like, "Johnny, man, don't be mad." He was like, "Man, he was mad at me, but he could tell that it created some type of buzz, man." And people, like his agent, and people from the Wizards were asking him who I was, right? And he was telling him, "This is my boy. We're friends from growing up and stuff. Guy's a military brat. You know, people really, he's really not in any college or anything like that, and he just balls. So that's where it all started. I mean, that's when the calls started coming in, and my boy was telling me, "Yo, man, you got to speak to my agent," and then like the agent was telling me, "You got to speak to the team and all that." So like, this is where it began, man. No road, no, I guess it's a new road or whatever, but no, like, it's not the same old road like coming up and playing high school and all that. I I played ball in high school, but just my senior year. I went into the military, got out, worked for the government, and I just been balling in leagues. And I just happened to have a friend who was on the Wizards, who was like the third string point guard, and we played this one game in a park in DC, and it just went viral. And that's how my journey started, man. It's crazy. My name's Archie Archibald, and this is part one. Just a game in the park, going to 21. That's how it started. All right, check it out for part two. Thanks for watching. Peace.